You're just a big, fat panda.
I'm not a big fat panda. I'm the big fat panda. Skadoosh.
As you know, I usually start the show up with a skit, and this month I had no skit, but Disney squeezed one out for us. I actually didn't believe this when I saw... You just got that? I didn't believe this when I saw it, that Disney had poop snacks. I thought it was a joke, like... I'm sorry, I'm doing the intro after I tasted them, but they really do have poop snacks, and here it is. The first one I'm going to try is the giraffe one. And I gotta tell you, we're really close to the safari, so this does worry me. It's weird, and it's the consistency is odd. You want to do it first?
No. You have to be my tester and try everything first.
Very good.
So what's the flavor? Chocolate?
Chocolate, fudgy brownie.
There's chairs up there.
And if poop really tastes like this, I'd be waiting by the animal.
So we have those the same ones.
It's pretty good. I like it. You want to try one?
My poop is melting.
Well, now it's diarrhea.
So it's like half diarrhea, half poop.
No, it's still good.
This is like the best thing about Animal Kingdom,
It's not
right?
too sweet either. You're gonna like it.
This is how fooled we are. We pay to eat poop now. It's just like, okay. I couldn't even look at it. Yeah, it's definitely brownie fudgy. It's still very hard to swallow when you know what it's.
I know. They have actually oil at the bottom to make it slimy.
Oh my god, don't they slimy?
Elephant poop, which is a big hunky, and it feels weighty. It's really gross. The consistency, I can't think of it as poop though.
Very crumbly.
Hold it forward.
Peanut butter.
Ooh.
A lot of peanut butter. Oh no, this one's good. Yeah, I would go and be friendly with elephants. But that was their poop. You have to taste that. Don't think about it as poop. Right?
Yeah, it's good. Okay, I prefer this over the other droppings.
I bet you the other one's going to taste very similar, because that's hippo. Notice the hippo doesn't have the maggots or the danger.
It's like, jeez, and it's really crumbly.
That looks more chocolatey.
Hippo poop is really hard, apparently.
You don't look happy with that.
This must be the closest thing of them all that tastes like poop. Really? Not that I've ever tried it, but I envision it.
Right,
This is really bitter.
Let me try.
Just want to take a big piece. Right? I think it's coffee. It's like,
Hold on, I need more research. Very dense, and I don't have any discernible flavor.
I think it's coffee.
I don't know.
Let's see.
Not a fan of that one.
Yeah, it was the one that tasted really weird.
Yeah. Well,
Peanut butter.
Hello and welcome to Big Fat Panda show number 24. Please help me thank my exclusive sponsor, David's Vacation Club Rentals at dvcrentals.com. We'll talk more about them later in the broadcast, but if you get a chance, please check out dvcrentals.com before you book a hotel or any accommodation in the Central Florida area. So those poop snacks were in the Zuri Sweet Shop in the new Harambe Market area of Animal Kingdom. They're gone. Like all poop, it has passed. I'm sorry, if I don't make the puns, I'll never forgive myself. But let's take a look. I took some film of the Harambe Market. The whole area there is beautiful. And Corinne Andersson later will be doing the Mouse-A-Holics merchandise segment right from Zuri Sweet Shop. So take a look at the whole area there I got for you of the Harambe Market. It's very vibrant and active and pretty. I saw some delicious food coming out. I didn't eat there myself, except for what you saw with the poop snacks, but I saw like lots of meats and chicken and beef, and it really looked like high quality stuff. So I will probably eat there at some point. But that new Harambe Market, it's right where the bongos are, right before you get into Africa by the safari. It's a whole, I didn't even know that space was there. If you remember last year, they did the whole Frozen overlay of the studios. They're doing it again this year, but they definitely improved it. The stage, which is now in front of the Chinese theater and not the hat, has been improved. It looks better. It was kind of a rush job last year, and I still did enjoy it. I have to admit I did. They still have the royal welcome where Anna, Elsa, Kristoff, and Olaf are welcomed into the kingdom. It's a parade, and Elsa has her new Ice Palace float. Olaf has a stage show called Olaf's Summer Cooldown, but what's different this year is Olaf now talks and blinks. He's animated, and I'm excited about this because it makes the characters look so much more alive. I remember when I was a kid, the big thing I asked my dad was, why is Mickey talking in all the cartoons, but here I am in Disney World and he doesn't talk? They couldn't explain it to me. I was never quite satisfied. But now I'd have no question. Look at this new Olaf.
Look at all the people! Everybody looks so happy and warm.
Well, it is summer.
For the first time in forever, Sing Along was moved from the theater, I forget the name of the theater, that was over by the Muppets 3D, and now it's over in the old American Idol Theater. I think it's called the Hyperion Theater, and that's much bigger. It's much bigger. The special effects are much grander. There's a lot of projections on the walls. Here's a little bit of the finale from the For the First Time in Forever Sing Along. But wait, I just showed you some of the finale. The real highlight of this are the historians. These are the two historians, that tell you about Frozen as it's going. I think this guy's name is Eric, one of the comedians. I don't know the lady's name, but they are fantastic. And they did notice my camera on the monopod in the front row.
Let it go.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Nicole.
Nicole who?
Nicole never bothered me anyway. Oh, there's a camera.
Excuse me.
The camera's still there, sweetheart. Oh, no. I apologize. Did you hear that little girl?
No.
You were like, it's not. She was like,
Please remember that full videos of this can be found at bigfatpanda.com. The whole show is there. I think it's 35 minutes. The night winds down with the coolest summer ever dance party. That is DJ Chill. Also, it's DJ Elliot Hansen, who was on a past episode of the Big Fat Panda Show. He's great. DJ Chill does this whole coolest summer ever dance party. Everybody's just rocking it out, having a good time. There is also a VIP section. For $69, you can get VIP seating for like the parade and fast passes automatically for the First Time in Forever sing-along. But then at night you get this special viewing area with alcoholic drinks, non-alcoholic drinks, and a bunch of desserts, with little tables and stuff. It's quite cute. Do I think it's worth $69 for most people? Probably not. But if you're into just getting that special treatment and you are getting some alcoholic drinks, if you can tie that in with the desserts, it could be worth it for you. So take a look at some footage from the VIP event and let me know what you think.
All right, one more time, face the stage. Now turn and face me again.
And then the characters come out, and there is an amazing Frozen fireworks show. It really is. It's amazing every night. Absolutely amazing. I cannot drum it up enough, and then you get there and you would get disappointed. I know that expectation. No, you can expect something great, and you get something great. Frozen Summer Fun runs from now until September 7th, so you have plenty of time to catch it. Other big changes going on in the studio is the Great Movie Ride. The Turner Classic Movies did the update with Disney to the ride. I'm happy about 2 out of the 3 changes. I am unhappy about 1 of the changes. What Panda are you talking about? I will tell you. I do think the beginning movie is a big improvement, and I do think the ending movie is a big improvement. I will show you a clip of that.
Remember, there are many more adventures waiting for you every day on TCM.
What I don't like is the Robert Osborne narration while you're on the ride. It takes away from some of the live cast narration and some of the audio that was there before. And it just takes me out of the ride. It's unimmersive, and he just does not have a great personality for that type of thing. He just sounds monotone to me, and I don't know. It just sounds more like I'm being lectured than having a good time on the ride, and I do not like that. And I did go to guest relations and voice my opinion. Otherwise, Robert Osborne's fine. He's good in the beginning, he's good in the end, but I don't need him on the ride. Especially when I'm like getting ready for Alien, and I used to remember, this is Alien. You are aboard the spaceship Nostromo. You don't get that. Now you get Robert Osborne telling you about other things. He goes, but by the way, this is Alien. Okay, so I waited a few months before I brought this up because I wanted to see if it would take off. Periscope. Do we know about Periscope? I'm assuming most people know about Periscope. If you're not too tech savvy, Periscope is a live streaming app. That means if you have an Apple device, iPad or phone, or an Android device, you should go to the App Store and look up Periscope and download it. It is connected with Twitter. So like my Twitter though is Big Fat Panda Show, but I'm bigfatpanda.com on Periscope, so you should search. Once you search Big Fat Panda, it comes up anyway. And follow me there on Periscope. I will do live streaming from the Disney parks, and it'll send you a notification. You can just watch on your phone. Now, the person streaming can talk to the people on the app, while the people on the app can type and ask questions and stuff. It's a little hard when you're getting 100 questions, but it's a lot of fun. Something odd happened where I'm doing this streaming at the Polynesian while I'm filming for dvcrentals.com. And I saw a hummingbird, this little tiny hummingbird. You know what? It speaks for itself. I'm going to let you watch not all of the video. I'm going to edit it, but you'll see the bird flies into the Polynesian, and I really got sad because he was trying to get out, and I thought that he was going to die. But this all works out okay. Everything's good. Works out well.
Which I'm sure most of you have. Oh my God! I just saw a bird fly right into the lobby. The bird came right in. Oh, there he is. That poor bird. He thinks he can get out. That's sad. He's like a beautiful hummingbird too. Yeah, he doesn't get it. All right, I'm not going to watch a bird suffer because I have no idea how to save him. I don't know if this guy works here. I don't think so. I'm sorry, guys. This is really concerning me. They don't have anybody that can save. Oh, you work here? You don't. They don't have anybody that could save a little bird that just flew in, huh? A bird flew in and he thinks he can escape through the glass, and I feel so bad. He's a gorgeous hummingbird.
Oh no. I can call animal control and they'll
If you could, that would be great. He was right here on the counter.
I think it's that little oh, that poor thing.
Do you see him? Please call animal control. He wants to be outside so bad.
Call animal control.
Okay. I wish somebody could grab him, but I don't think.
Keep an eye on that hummingbird real quick. I'm gonna call.
Thank you.
It's on the counter.
All right. Calm down. They're coming for you. I know. It's sad. I know. Do you see him? Okay. Give it a minute. I know, he's so tiny too. Aww. I'm gonna cry. They'll come and get him and bring him outside. They said they called animal control. What is his name? Hector? I gotta go tell guest relations about Hector. Hector got him loose. Oh, Hector! There's 57 people watching you live, but thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, that's so awesome. I feel so good right now. I gotta hang up because I'm gonna cry. It was very emotional for me. So if you can, please follow me on Periscope. There's a lot of other people on Periscope too. There is a Disney Periscope. That is Lauren. She is absolutely wonderful. I think she has a website, DisneyPeriscope.com. You should check it out if you want to follow a lot of Disney Periscopes. And now let's go see what new merchandise Corinne Andersson has cooked up for us at Zuri's Sweet Shop.
Hi everybody and welcome back to another segment of Mouse-A-Holics. Today we're at Animal Kingdom and checking out the new Zuri's Sweet Shop, and I'm going to show you some of my favorite treats in this new store. Come along. So one of my favorite picks in the Zuri's Sweet Shop is this new range of Lion King treats. You have like small mini crocodiles with Simba all over them, because Simba and the crocodiles are friends for some reason, but they're tasty and good. And we have these animal crocodiles, perfect little size for everybody to snack on in the park. And if you want even more treats, you can see there's plenty of things to pick from. So it's called Zuri's Sweet Shop, but that's not the only thing they have in here. They also have Flame Tree barbecue sauce. And if you've ever been to the Flame Tree counter service here, you know it's delicious. But you can also find this really cute seasoning, so you can use it for all your cooking at home, and even cocoa sets. Perfect African flavor. So after having a long day at Animal Kingdom with all your kids, you adult may need some little refreshment when you get back to your hotel room. That's why Zuri's Sweet Shop is perfect, because you can find some wine here too. African, of course. And this is my favorite, the shakalaka, which is a really hard word to say, but it tastes delicious. So pick up a bottle on your way out and you will have fun times at a hotel later. So thank you guys for checking out my favorite picks for the month. And if you want to see even more Disney merchandise, please visit DisneyLifestylers.com and make sure to check back next month for even more of my favorite merchandise picks.
I just finished up a huge series of videos for my sponsor, David's Vacation Club Rentals, dvcrentals.com. I finished the resort videos. These are comprehensive tours of each DVC resort, which is a lot more than you think. There's also room videos on there, studios and 2 bedrooms and grand villas. But I finished up with the Polynesian Comprehensive Tour. We're going to start a new series now, Night Series. A lot of people don't realize it, but the resorts, just like the parks, actually a lot of people do realize it, they have a completely different feeling at night. So probably next week or the week after, I will be starting a night series of videos. This is how do the resorts feel and what goes on at night. What you should do, please, is go check out their YouTube channel. Most of it, if not all of it, is videos that I've made for them. So they're really good quality videos. It's youtube.com/DVC Rentals. So it's separate from my channel, but you'll get that same feeling of good video-ness there. So youtube.com/DVC Rentals, and look at all the room videos and resort videos. Sometimes it's nice to just go and take a tour. And now a serious subject I hope to make fun, special needs in the Disney theme parks, with Kathleen Kelly from Special Mouse Podcast. And as promised, we're here with Kathleen Kelly. Kathleen Kelly is from Special Mouse Podcast. I'm going to give you a big hug.
And a hug.
Oh, thank you, honey. So, let's get right into it. Now, this might be considered a serious subject. Special needs people, and it's such
serious.
Very serious. You're also a registered nurse?
Yes, I'm a registered nurse for 30 years.
For 30 years, okay. And let's also say that you have a special needs son, an autistic son, Billy, who I love, and Billy loves the Panda channel. I just met Billy. But let's talk about the main thing you do is Special Mouse Podcast.
Yes.
In a nutshell, what is Special Mouse Podcast?
Well, Special Mouse is a podcast and a website, and it's geared toward guests who are visiting the Disney theme parks, Disney Cruise Line, any sort of Disney travel with special needs of all kinds, which you may think is a very narrow group, but it's actually quite broad.
No, so we're not just talking about children on the spectrum.
Oh no, and it's not just children.
Right.
It's children and adults. Many people think it's only for children, but it's geared toward children and adults with either visible disabilities or invisible disabilities, and sometimes not even any disability at all. It's just a special need, such as a special diet.
Give me an example of an invisible disability, because people will think if they don't see it, it doesn't exist.
Sure. Well, an invisible disability, the perfect example is my son has autism. And so for many people on the autism spectrum, their disability, their challenges, their extra needs are not readily apparent because it doesn't have anything to do with mobility. Someone who's in a wheelchair or someone who's using a breathing apparatus or a feeding tube, oxygen, whatever, you can see it. So it's a little more readily apparent that this person will have some special needs.
If I just met your son, and let's say I was a cast member giving a direction to please move to the right side, and he didn't abide by what I said, I'd be mad and probably yell, and I realize now you don't know who's not getting the message, not because they don't want to follow the direction, but he may not get it.
Right.
Special Mouse podcast is weekly?
Well, I try to make it weekly, but I'm a special needs mom and working, so I get them out when I can. But generally, it's weekly, yes.
Where would I go if I wanted to see past subjects to find my specific situation and listen to an episode that may be more geared to me than the upcoming?
Oh, well, there's a search box on the site.
Is it Special Mouse Podcast?
It's specialmouse.com.
Oh.
And you just type in whatever it is you're interested in, and you'll get either the podcast episode or blog post. We also have a blog. Me. I have a blog.
We sounds better though.
We.
It's a company. It's a big corporation. Special Mouse, it's 25, 30 people.
Well, other people have contributed to the blog, people in the Special Mouse listening community as well. So.
How long ago was that? I remember I was on it. How long ago was that? That was years ago.
Yeah. Let's see. We started in the summer of 2012.
And then we did Kathleen taught me what a social story was. Just because I can't put into general quick terms, what is a social story?
Well, a social story is a tool used by many children with autism that helps to specify what expected behaviors are and what expected responses to certain situations, broken down in a step-by-step basis. And you can use it for teaching many things, from a physical task like washing your hands to a more complex response to, for example, like what to do if you are going to a ride and you're expecting to ride and the ride is broken down. So what else can you do? What are some other? It's to really go through step by step visually, because many children on the spectrum are visual people.
They have to see it.
Yeah.
To figure.
So when you're speaking to them, they may not catch it auditory, but if they see it in pictures.
I think that's actually how I met you. Was I would get responses from people that saw the videos, and they would thank me for showing the ride, the loading and the unloading of the vehicles.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I was doing that, not to take credit, I was doing that from a fan standpoint, that I love to see the conveyor belt and how to get on the ride and how to get off the ride. I didn't realize that it was helping children and maybe anyone that wanted expectations of, they were nervous about how to go about it, but seeing that helped them to conquer the fear. So now when I take the videos, I'm absolutely conscious that there may be this type of special needs person, I don't want to say child because it's anybody, watching it that may like that and say, okay, now I know what to expect.
Well, absolutely, because people with special needs and disabilities, they plan their vacations differently, they navigate the parks differently, they experience all of the attractions differently.
What would you say, we said the word before, broken down, about a ride, but I hear that term a lot with families, with, again, I'm saying children, it could be anybody, breakdown. What are some of the most popular reasons that you may have someone with special needs breakdown and how to solve that?
Oh, you mean like melting
Meltdown.
down. Yeah,
Sorry.
melting down. Well, you don't necessarily have to have special needs. I mean, we see children melting down. You know, it's sort of
I've done it in a 95
adults
degree
too. You know,
heat.
you kind of lose it a little bit and crying and a little tantrumy because usually it's associated with a younger child because they can't verbalize their feelings and they can't process what's happening to them and their responses. So it all turns out to be behavior, unpleasant behaviors for the parents, but it's a way that the children can let off stress and anxiety.
It has to be a frustration to not be able to verbalize.
It is a frustration, and one of the hallmarks of autism and related disorders is communication deficit. So it's a two-way street communication. It's being able to express yourself, but also to be able to understand what is being expressed to you. So it could be difficult for a child if someone is someone telling them, well, I know that we had Fast Pass for Test Track, but the ride is broken, so we have to come back. Now, you or I can understand that. We're not happy about it, but we can
keep our disappointment inside.
We can understand it. Sometimes a person who has a cognitive disability, it may not even be a question of controlling their emotions or behaviors. It could be that they just don't understand the concept. They don't understand even the concept of time or the concept of, you said that we were coming back at 9:30 and now it's 9:30.
Why is this not happening?
Why is this not happening? One of the things that Billy has, a challenge that he has because of his autism, is a little bit of, it's not obsessive compulsive disorder per se, but it's obsessive compulsive behaviors. So very ritualistic, very specific and demanding. And he knows the order in which we're going to do things, and he wants to know the times of the fast passes. And it's this structure that helps to kind of help him keep it together. You know,
he knows the concept of time?
He relies. Well, he does now at 17.
And he has a watch, like he'll watch. Mom, you said it's this time.
Right.
Why is this not happening now?
Right.
Okay.
And then he will keep asking over and over again, where are we going? We're going to Test Track. And 2 seconds later, where are we going? You know where we're going. We're going to Test Track,
It's a good affirmation to keep asking.
Right. Well, it's all a part of keeping calm and a way for the child to kind of get control out of an uncontrollable situation.
Now,
and again, child or adult. Yesterday we were at Epcot, and said attraction Test Track did break down, and it was breaking down throughout the day. So we had a DAS return time for it. But fortunately, I had sent my husband to go and get the return time, knowing that if Billy saw the attraction, that we were coming to the attraction, he would want to ride immediately and would not understand and would not be happy.
I didn't know that Billy didn't have to be there to get the return
No,
time, so that's
the
important.
person for whom the DAS does not have to be there.
Until you go to actually ride
But
the
when
attraction.
you ride, yes, of course, the
That makes
person,
sense.
they have to be there with all their party.
If you had to make the DAS system better, how could you? What would be Kathleen Kelly's way of saying, let's make it better? I'm not putting you on the spot either to come up
No, you're not putting me on the spot at all.
But I'm saying it has to be a difficult thing to...
I think the DAS is a one-size-fits-all. And as we all know, one size does not fit all. So when it comes to people on the autism spectrum, it's called a spectrum disorder because there's such a variety of needs and challenges among people who have the diagnosis of autism spectrum disorder. But when you add in all the other people with invisible disabilities, then there's a diversity within this group that cannot be met with just one. Now, we're only talking with DAS.
I know.
We're only talking about accessibility to the rides. There's a whole nother world of...
I know. I have to send them to your podcast to get it all. They're never going to get it in 10, 15 minutes.
Well, yeah, because, you talk about special diets, food allergies. You can talk about just anything, really. Diabetes. It's endless.
Someone
It's
asked me
endless,
before I was
pregnancy.
interviewing...
Pregnancy. Or infants. How many times do you see a tiny little baby? Well, that tiny little baby and that family then has special needs because of the age.
Someone asked me before I was interviewing, what's the topic? And I said, special needs.
What isn't the topic?
That's broad.
Well, special needs could be any. I mean, so you go from the infants all the way up to the elderly people. Now, on a hot day like today, when it was 96 and really just really hot, if you have someone who's a senior citizen, they are really going to have additional special needs. Not just because of their age, mobility, but the medications that they're taking, any chronic health conditions that they have.
You know what people don't think of a lot with the medications, the sensitivity to the sun.
Oh, yeah, photosensitivity, yeah.
And they burn up because they don't realize they're on something that in Disney, you're getting that sun pounded on you.
We did a podcast on that.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Okay, no, that's great. I would go to Special Mouse and search for that.
Yeah, look for sun safety.
You just started, or you just ended, a successful Kickstarter campaign. 17 million, no, I'm kidding, couple $1,000 for a book that you are producing, writing, everything.
Yes.
The title is?
Walt Disney World with Autism, a Special Needs Guide. So it isn't a travel guide per se, as it is a special needs guide to travel. And we're starting with Walt Disney World because that's what I know the most about. And starting with autism because that's what I know the most about. Most likely it will be available through Amazon, I'm hoping by the end of the year.
Okay, I will definitely blog something or post something or shout something.
Just in time for your holiday shopping.
I'm going to want my own autographed copy. So we'll look for the book, the end of the year. Don't rush it though. I know if it has to come out next year is okay, but we'll look for it at the end of the year. What are all the ways that we can find you on the world? We know specialmouse.com.
Okay, well, it's specialmouse.com, and if you go there, all of the social media information is there. But Special Mouse Pod, P-O-D, on Twitter. Special Mouse Podcast. I have a Facebook page. If you want to friend me on Facebook, it's Kathy Kelly, or Kathleen Kelly.
I think it's Kathleen.
Yeah, it's Kathleen Kelly. I'm formal on Facebook, I guess. But if you are interested in our private discussion group, and I made it private because we're talking sometimes about issues that are maybe sensitive in nature, maybe not something that someone wants to have right out there in a big public forum. So it's almost like an invitation only. So friend me at Kathleen Kelly, and I will be happy to add you to our private discussion group for the Special Mouse Podcast.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I'm sorry I couldn't cover so much more because there's so much.
There's a lot. I know. We could talk forever.
And there you have it, show number 24. Thank you so much for watching. Our guest next month will be John Frost from the Disney blog. No association with Frozen. His name is John Frost. As usual, let me remind you that if you, a loved one, a friend, a family member are traveling to Walt Disney World and are looking for any type of accommodations, please check out my exclusive sponsor, David's Vacation Club Rentals at dvcrentals.com. You have to really check out their website. There is no secret about the price. There is a price calculator on their website. You choose the dates you want, and there's a price calculator of every resort that you can go to. The price that's shown includes the tax. There's no hidden fees. That's the price that you'll actually pay. Very often now, I'm having a lot of people come up to me and saying, thank you for recommending David's Vacation Club Rentals. And as a person like me who has a sponsor, I can't begin to tell you how good that feels that I'm not hearing anything negative. I'm hearing only good. And that just is a great feeling to know that people are really using the service and finding out that it's a big savings and that they're getting something that they normally would not get and they're enjoying it, and that I'm helping as well as having a sponsor. So thank you very much. Until next time, go forth, create pandemonium, and above all, really seriously, keep giving out those panda hugs. I love getting them now from strangers. It's weird because I tell you to stop me in the park and give me a hug, and now people are doing it. I'm like, kind of weird, but I promote it. Yes, I do. So go out and give those panda hugs, and until next time, Panda out.